Good morning, everybody. Let's give it a few minutes and we'll get into the show. We won't waste time this morning. It's the weekend, man. Early. You know, really, this should be a night show. This should be a night show, man. But we'll do it in the morning. You know I'm a morning person. Now I am. Cabrera in the building with a $4.99 super chat. Wait a minute. I'm live. Something going on with the messages today. Appreciate that, man. It's going well. Bernie E.L., good morning. Gerald Throne, good morning. Uncle Guns, good morning, sir. Hope all is well on your end. Sam Chris, good morning. Phil, good morning, sir. Iceberg, good to have you. I saw my guy MC Essential made it. Good to have you, man. You had a busy week. Neil Ray. Appreciate the 8 months of membership, man. SNO in the building, man. I'm looking at something a little bit different today, so bear with me. It's something new. And so it's a little different. John the Artist, good morning. Let's lower that dope music real quick. Sovereign Renaissance, appreciate the feedback. MC Essential, man. Hold on. There we go. Gonna get my haircut soon. I will be popping in when I finish. Gotta see 2 friends at their wedding reception this evening. And you're gonna be fly when you go. Congrats on the new fragrances and continued success, Coach. Value for value. Thank you so much, man. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, man. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Antone, good morning. Guyvin Brown, good morning. If I miss anybody, it's not intentional. Cross Arts just came into the broadcast. Looking forward to this episode. Yeah, man, this is going to be different. It's going to be something different. Shout out to Automotive Anonymous Auto Tech. Check his channel out. Give him an opportunity. Go over there and see what you think. Thank you for the $100 super chat from Automotive Anonymous Auto Tech. Salute Coach EO, new member to the Hundo Club. We're going to have to get you a video, man. We have to get you a video then. I'll be sure to make that this weekend. If you can't beat them, join them. I like the Eminem line. Why the fuck would I join them if I beat them? I've always liked that shit. Get your It Begins and Ends with the Man coffee mug on the brand new website, which I'll be running here in just a moment. We'll get into the show, but I gotta run some ads. We put the work in. We're selling these like hotcakes. It Begins and Ends with the Man. Hey, be a nice reminder at work. Appreciate that super chat very, very much. You know. See something. Okay. TG Abe, good morning, bro. Get the likes up is right. We'll be checking. We're gonna get into the show, though. I know a lot of people are working today. We're gonna get into the show, but I do want to go through and say hello to some people. Jamie Woods, good morning, man. Fred Casillas, good morning. Yahoo, tell the people in Yahoo land. God bless. And I said hello. Edward Cross, good morning. Okay, I think I said hello to everybody for the most part. If I missed anyone, just come back through. Today I'm rocking a navy blue mock neck. This is kind of like one of my signature looks. I like turtlenecks. I like mock necks too. And this is an old look. I was rocking this look back when I started the channel about 4 years ago. I would wear this occasionally, and I was in the mood today to do that. All right. I think I went down too far here. Bear with me. I think I went down too far. All right. Let me run a quick ad, and then we're going to get right into the show. Thank you for your patience. 86 people watching. Good morning. Put your earbuds in if you're at work. And let me run this quick ad, guys. Yeah, man. Get you some of them dope threads. This hat is tight right here. I'll be rocking this. Comes in white too. White and red. Got some new items on there. Even came out with a new picture, for the crib. So Got some nice stuff there. We've been selling a lot lately, which is good. You know, anybody who buys the merch, go ahead and shoot me a DM. I'll be happy to post it, man. Let me check something real quick. Let me check something. Hang on a second, guy. Let me check something real quick. Let me check something. Hang on a second, guy. That's good. That's good. I was just checking the audio. Okay. So today's show, let's talk about it. Here in this space, you're going to hear a lot from not everybody, but the bulk of content creators are going to say that today's modern woman just dogs out men. And mainly because they have too many options. Now, are they lying? No, they're not lying. I think men and women both have options. Women certainly do have their share of options due to the overwhelming simps that tread the earth. So hang on 1 second, guys. 1 second, please. All right. So I wanted to, this is not for everyone. I will tell you, most people will not resonate with this. There'll be a small percentage of men and women that will say he's right. I'd like to say there's two types of people that are in the world. There's going to be one person who knows exactly what I'm talking about, and that's going to be a man and a woman, and they're going to say he's right about that. Or it's going to be the other person who has yet to experience this, and they're going to say he's BSing, he's capping. Something of that nature. And so I expect that there's going to be two types of people that come to this chat room, this comment section, who find this video later. Maybe some people will do a reaction to this, possibly. There's two types of people. There's a woman and a man who know exactly what I'm talking about because they live this. And then there's a man and a woman who has not yet lived this. They most likely will at some point. And then, so they're going to think it's BS, okay? In any case, it's fine. But I want to talk about, from my perspective, 5 secrets, and we're not limited to just these 5, but I want to talk about 5 secrets that a woman, the woman that has experienced this, okay? Not the woman who hasn't, but the woman who has. Things that she would not want the public to know. She would not want her friends to know. She would not want her colleagues to know. She would not want her family to know. She probably, the man knows. The man that she was dealing with knows. But these are things that women will deny. They'll say never happened. They'll try to cover up. But these are things that this particular woman I'm talking about has thought and done with that dude. You know how I say that dude? Well, she's done these things. So let's begin. This is going to be a little unusual, especially in a space where men are sex deprived and angry and frustrated. And I will tell you that I understand. However, here I teach you how to overcome that and become that dude that women want to do some of these things with. I'm not going to call these things right or wrong either. I'm not going to say that anywhere in this list that these are good or bad. These are just what is. This is just what happens, okay? Now, you hear it in the manosphere that women will use simps for resources, a roof over their head, a lifestyle, that sort of thing, to come up. And that does happen, okay? But this is the flip side of the coin. This is when, like, the woman becomes the simp, kind of, okay? Now, I did drop a video on Patreon just the other day about why it's better for women to be simps opposed to men, why it's actually better for women to do it, and it's better for society. So take a look at that. Become a member on the Patreon. Patreon.com/champion game. I believe that's what it is. If somebody can make sure they post that for me, I would appreciate it. So we'll talk a little bit about that today. This is like when women are like really into a dude and she starts simping for him, basically. If you don't think that happens, you just haven't experienced it, and you may not be that dude yet. Not yet. All right. I'll up this up just a little bit. Brian Harper in the house. Let me see this. There we go. Okay. All right. BH Brian Harper with the $10. Appreciate it, man. Good morning, coach, in the chat. Let's roll. Get the likes to 200, 300. Yeah. Why not? Thanks, BH. Appreciate it, man. All right. Let me get my stuff up. Let's start with number one. Pardon me. We gotta start here. 5 secrets women don't want anyone to know. They don't want anyone to know this, okay? Now, again, the man will know it. She'll be honest with him, or she may not be so honest with him, but he'll see it, okay? 5 secrets that women again, there's 2 types of women and 2 types of men. Women and men that know what I'm talking about, and men and women that haven't experienced this yet and they don't know what I'm talking about, so they will naturally most likely resist it unless they decide to keep an open mind and say, I'd like to meet a man that I feel this way for. I'd like to meet a woman that I can bring this out of. Number one, I just want to first and foremost say this, and I sound like a broken record when I say this, but I just want you to know, men, that without sexual attraction, a woman will never ultimately respect you. Now, she might play her role in the marriage or the relationship to maintain her position for the lifestyle. She can play a good role there, but I'm talking about ultimate respect. And so just know that your money or status doesn't matter, ultimately doesn't matter at all if she's not captivated with you sexually. It just is what it is. It doesn't have to make you feel bad. It just is what it is, okay? Without the sexual attraction for a woman, and many men who act like women, but we'll talk about that too. But without the sexual component, a woman will never ultimately respect you. Again, she can play her role. She can run that game so she can secure her position, so she can have the lifestyle that she wants. But ultimately, I need you to know this, that without the sexual component, she will never ultimately respect you. This is also something that women will lie about. You'll hear women on talk shows and do podcasts and things like that. They have a difficult time admitting this fact. Now, not all women, but the majority of women have a difficult time admitting that sexual attraction has to be there for ultimate respect. Now, keep in mind, as a woman ages, priorities change, looks diminish, not really getting the same feedback from men that maybe she once did. So she will pick the best she can get, but sometimes the best she can get is still not her preference. Okay, the best when a woman. I'm talking about the woman, guys. Let me come back here for a minute. Let me come back just for a second. I'm talking about the woman who actually has the guy she wants, not the guy she has to settle for. Okay, so for when men and women come over here, I'm not talking about the woman who just, that's the best I can get right now, I'll go ahead and go in that direction. I'm not talking about you. Okay, I'm talking about the woman who actually was able to snag the man she really wants. This is the woman I'm talking about. Okay. Not the woman who just had to settle for something. And women know that they settle for guys. So just keep it real. They act like they don't, but they settle too. And so just keep that in mind. It's very important. And then again, women will lie about this and say, well, it's not all about the looks. It's not all about sexual attraction. It is about personality and how does he treat me? How does he make me feel? Is he responsible? These are things women look for. But without the sexual attraction, she'll never ultimately respect you. She'll just play her position, play her role as long as she can, and so she can stay and maintain that lifestyle that she desires. Okay? This doesn't have to be a hard pill to swallow. It's just the truth. Let's move on to the next slide. Pardon me. Wait a minute. Here. Okay. Pardon me. Examples of sexual mania. Okay. This is like sexual attraction. I just worded it mania. Examples of sexual mania for a woman are his looks. Yes. His body. Now that could be a broad body. That could be a ripped body. That could be broad shoulders, thick thighs, wide back, big neck. I've had women tell me they love my traps. They love my neck. Okay. It could be your forearms. It could be your veins. It could be your walk. There's a lot of different things. Attitude is really the attitude is the walk. It's the body language. It's tone of voice. It's, how you speak, what you say, how you say it. That's the attitude. Also keep in mind that women are very attracted to a man's, as you can see, it's abbreviated for YouTube. We won't say it. But when a woman is head over heels, enamored and in love with your junk, she will become obsessed with having it. Okay. So does size matter? Yes. I'm going to tell you this, and women will tell you that size doesn't matter. Most of the time they say that maybe they had somebody too large or somebody that didn't know how to use what he had. Because you can have, some size, but you don't know how to work it. But then you meet somebody who's, at the 5 inch mark, but he knows what he's doing with it. She'll still prefer the bigger one. Okay, don't let her lie to you. She'll still for visual reasons, for holding it, she prefers a big one. She wants a guy with a big one that knows how to use it and that she finds sexy. Trust me, she's not going to tell you that, but she doesn't want a sexy dude with a little ding. She just doesn't, okay? Now, again, that's not to say that, who knows, maybe your woman that you go with hasn't been with a lot of women, or a lot of men. And so maybe you are the largest of the men she's been with. And so that could work, okay? But I'm telling you the truth. Women want a guy that's manly, attractive. She likes the way his face looks, his body looks, the way he handles himself, his attitude, and the way his anatomy looks. She wants to see a nice thing. She does, and she wants to hold a nice thing. And she's going to tell you something else. Oh, size doesn't matter. It's about erection. True. But I'd rather women just say, no, we want to do with a big thing. We want them to know how to use it, and we want to be attractive, but we want to do with a big thing. That's what she wants, dude. Don't feel bad if you don't have a very large thing. Learn how to use what you got. Can't change that. But don't get it twisted. Women want to do with a big thing. They do. And if guys say no, they're coping. Women want a dude with a big thing. So I just want to make sure I say it. It's true. And if you say they don't, you're a man, you've never had a woman tell you how much they love the size of your penis. You never had a woman say, I love the size of your penis. I love how thick it is, or I love how long it is, or I love how it looks. Or I love why you too chill. You've never had a woman tell you that. Because if you had a woman tell you that, and you see how their eyes bulge out when you're getting undressed and when you're doing things, then you'll know they prefer a big thing. And if you don't, and if you argue it, you're coping. So it's just the way it is. Got a super chat here. This weather got us Chicago fellas looking fly as always. Respect. Shout out to you, bro. And homage to the OG for the wisdom. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for that. Again, don't feel bad if you're not packing down there, bro. Use what you got, but use it well. And who knows? I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. You until you've seen a woman like staring at you like you're a statue, you don't know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Building Excellence 11. Saturday salute. A woman can sleep with you and still not be attracted to you. That's true too. That's true too. Of course. That is true. Different show, though. Different show. I'm talking about the woman. This different show, true. But I'm talking about the woman who is attracted to you and wants you sexually. Okay. Smaller percentage. Smaller percentage. But I'm not. That's true what you said, but we're not talking about that today. I'm talking about the woman who loves your looks, your features, wants babies by you, loves your body, loves the sex, loves your leadership. She's just into you, dude. Okay? We're not talking about any of that other bullshit. Fred says like this, it's like boobs for us. Yeah, if you like big boobs, most guys do. Most guys do. He said height matters more. Not necessarily, because you could be a tall, Gumby ass dude who can't move. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I won't deny that women aren't attracted to tall men. Of course. Of course women are attracted to tall men. Of course. Of course. But you could be a guy 5'8", 5'7", 5'10", but if you got a bulge and you have attitude and you got that look, you'll be in there. But of course, obviously, if a woman sees a man walking in, he's 6'2", 6'3", and he carries himself decent, from a primal standpoint, she's gonna look. Okay, she's gonna look. Something in her will look. Okay, but if he acts goofy or something, then it's not gonna matter. If he acts goofy and he's like a big klutz, then no, feelings will change. I will tell you from what women have told me is length is important. It is, but girth can be even more important than length. Okay. Girth can be more important than length, because if you got both, better. Okay, obviously most guys don't, but if you got both, you're cool. But still, you still got to know you still have to know what to do with it, though. You can't just have that and not know what to do with it. You have to have staying power. Okay, we're gonna move on, but I just wanted to talk about that. Women will lie and say it doesn't matter. Of course it matters. They're lying. They're lying. They can't say that because they'll look like. They'll look, what would be the word, or how they would look? I don't know. I don't even know. I wouldn't give them a bad definition or a bad term for saying that they want a guy with a big thing. I would not just be like, okay, she's keeping it real cool. I guess they would just be frowned upon maybe for saying that. Let's go. Shallow. Shallow would be the word. Thank you. Where my shit at? All right. Next slide. Number 2. A woman that is with that guy I talked about. She will happily be the breadwinner of the unit to keep him off the streets and not seen by other women. This is something a lot of women will never admit to. But when a woman is so into you, man, she don't want other women to look at you. She already knows, like, if you go out in the public and you're seen by other women, women are going to want you. So she'll do everything in her power. This is a secret. This is a secret. She'll do everything in her power to keep you isolated. Men do this too. Men will try to keep their woman isolated. Okay. It's a protective measure, perhaps. Okay. So, but women do this too. You think women want you to be seen by other women? She wants to keep what she has. She doesn't want another woman to get at you. Okay. So this is another secret. You need to understand this. This is not really talked about, but she will happily be the breadwinner of the unit to keep her man off the streets and not seen by other women. So meaning, like, let's just say, you know, you got some work at home job, something you work at home or whatever, or you even don't work. Now, a lot of men will say, well, that won't last very long, and I wouldn't disagree. At some point, that'll become, problematic if you just never work. Never work. But it depends on how paid she is. If she's $250,000 a year and more, you may never have to work. You just need to keep digging. Okay. Okay, you just need to keep digging and looking good. Digging and looking good. That's your job. Depends on how much money. Now she makes $80,000. She makes $80,000 a year. That ain't enough to support two people, especially in today's world. But if she's like $250 or more, okay, she would rather you didn't work. Just stay here, work out, baby. Look good and dig me out. Okay. So I just need you to know that when a woman finds that dude, just like how men want women to be stay-at-homes, there are women that are so enamored with the dude, they'd rather say, yo, stay at home. Now, a lot of guys would say, well, she'll lose respect for you. Not the dude I'm talking about. Not the dude I'm talking about. Now, if he loses his shit, gets fat, stops digging her out, starts complaining, of course. I'm talking about a guy that stays on his shit. He stays fit. He stays digging her out. He keeps her feeling the way she needs to feel. It will last as long as that keeps going. But he gets fat, playing video games. She's losing attraction. He's lost his edge. Feelings will change. Okay. But I'm talking about there are women that are like, I don't want that dude to be out in the world. I'd rather keep him indoors, isolated. I'll take care of everything. You just keep being handsome and you keep digging me out the way you do. And I love the fact that you're home. Oh, shit. If you don't believe it, you ain't never been that dude. If you don't believe it, you never had a woman do that for you. I'm not even calling this right or wrong. I'm telling you that just like there are dudes that want to isolate their women so they don't, it's a protective measure. There are women that do the same shit for a dude. Cause she's like, I don't want to lose, I don't want to lose him. So I'll take care of every need he got. And just keep digging me out, keep looking good. You don't believe it, you ain't never been that dude. Women won't admit it though. They might admit it. They might. But some women will never admit that. There's a second portion to that slide. But again, she can't make like 80,000. That ain't enough. I'm talking about a woman who's like well into the six figures, like 250,000 plus. Like, she's good. I don't need your money. I need your dick. YouTube chill. I don't need your money. I need your looks. I need your hands on me. I need your energy. I need you to talk to me. Okay? That's what she needs. I'm not talking about a chick making 80 or even 100. I'm talking 250. Enough to support. And she won't lose respect for him. As a matter of fact, she'll be buying gifts for him. So you guys will be like, but she'll lose respect. Dude, no, not this guy. There might be another guy. Maybe the guy that follows her or follows him. But she's buying watches, trips, money, whatever he wants. Game systems. She's built in, like, let's say he's like, he cuts hair or whatever. He's a barber. She's like, oh, you don't have to go to a barber shop. I'll create your own barber shop downstairs. So, and so he don't go out, just bring all your clients here. This woman will do this. But she may not want people to know that. Antonio, appreciate the 5, bro. Hello, Coach E. Value for value. Women will simp for that guy. Yup. If she's feeling you heavy, most guys have never experienced that. Facts. And don't feel bad if you haven't. Hopefully one day you get to the point where you're that champion, and you do. But this is the stuff that, guys think it's just all men that are simps. Hell nah. Women simp like a motherfucker for that dude. For that guy. There was also another part. If she's not the breadwinner, and let's say the man is the breadwinner, he's the 250,000 and up, he will never have to lift a finger with this girl. She would refuse. She refuses to let him do anything other than what he's the best at and what he enjoys the most. So just know there's a second portion to this. If he is the breadwinner and she sees him as that dude, she'll never fight him. She'll never complain about anything. She wants it his way. He'll never have to lift a finger. He'll never have to do anything that, I mean, she will not let it happen because she doesn't want to lose her man. So if he is the breadwinner and she sees him as that dude, he'll never have to lift a finger. He'll never have to change a diaper unless he wants to. He'll never have to cook a meal unless he wants to. He'll never have to vacuum unless he wants to. He'll never have to go to the grocery store unless he wants to. He'll never have to do anything unless he wants to. She wants him doing what he's the absolute best at and what he enjoys the most, because a smart woman, a wise woman knows happy husband, happy home, not happy wife, happy life. Okay? Let me repeat that. A wise woman knows it's not happy wife, happy life. It's happy husband, happy home. Because a man who is treated like that champion will I'm not going to say always, because there's some ungrateful out here, but generally speaking, myself and the men that I coach and the men that follow me, we reward our women very, very well. So happy husband, happy home. Not happy wife, happy life. Okay? Happy wife, unhappy husband, miserable life. Happy husband, happy home. And the woman prefers it that way. So just know, a woman prefers it to be happy husband, happy home. She's just grateful to be there. Grateful to be part of it. Grateful to be included. Okay? Now, could he make less than a $250,000? Yeah, he could. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's some women that they've never seen money. They've never been around money. They grew up maybe in poverty or whatever. So if you make 80 G's, 100 G's, well, to her, that's a lot of money. So it depends on the point of reference. But I'm telling you that woman, if she's not the breadwinner, then you'll never have to do anything you don't want to do. She'll beat you to it. You only do it if you want to do it. Okay, so happy husband, happy home. And this woman prefers it that way. Happy wife, happy life. Well, that's a miserable life, because even the woman will eventually be miserable. The woman will eventually be miserable with the happy wife, happy life concept, especially if the man goes with it. But if it's happy husband, happy home, a real man, a grateful man, will reward his woman exceptionally well, and she will feel extremely grateful and ecstatic to be part of his life every single moment of every day. If you're a woman secretly watching, because y'all be watching secretly, and men do too. If any part of you right now is not feeling this, you've never been in this situation. Now, if someone is watching, like, he's right, because back in the day, I haven't, maybe you haven't felt it in a while, but maybe back in 2010 you did. Maybe back in 2010 you're like, yeah, there was that situation. I would have done anything. I would have taken a bullet for old boy. I would have done anything. I would have left my family. I would have went to Antarctica to follow this dude. If you've never felt that, you're gonna resist this, okay? But until you've actually been in your feminine for a dude that you've submitted to, you'll never understand what I'm talking about. And the man won't understand what I'm talking about either. He'll continue to say, women ain't shit. Women are selfish. Women are all out. They are those things. Women are ruthless. And I told you this. Women are ruthless. There's no doubting that. I've coined that here in the manosphere. Women are ruthless. They're ruthless to get you. They're ruthless to take you. Or they're ruthless to get rid of you. There's nothing other than that going on at all times between a man and a woman. She's either ruthless to have you, which is what I'm describing. She's ruthless to take you, which is that she's found herself a mark and an easy life, the attraction may not be there to the extent she wishes it is, but this is her best option. You were willing to take her. You treat her good. She ain't worried about you like that. And so she went with you, okay? Or it's that woman who's ruthless to just say, I want this guy as far away from me as possible. There's nothing going on with a woman and a man at all times other than those three things. Nothing. Nothing. Let's go ahead and get them likes up a little bit. We got 147 people watching. I'd like to see them at 125, and then we'll continue the show. I'll be right back, and once we get to 125 or higher. Thank you so much. Participation. Thank you so much. Real quick, shout out to Mr. Sensual. I sprayed this on this morning and I was like, damn, y'all gonna be doing some things out here with this. That initial blast is going to make you say, damn, this is smooth, extremely smooth. Sexy as heck. If you're a fan of, now I'm not going to tell you that it smells like these things, but it's in the same category of how it'll make a woman feel. And this really is different. I'll be honest, it doesn't smell like anything you've smelled. Okay, it has a Dior Homme vibe. Okay, the Dior Homme, not the new one, but the previous one, Dior Homme Intense. It has that vibe, but it's more manly and it's completely different. Okay, but it has that vibe. So you know how you spray that on, you got that cocoa kind of vibe, but in a manly way. Somewhat manly. I always thought Dior Homme was a little bit leaning feminine. I have it, but I don't wear it that often. But it is a nice fragrance, and you will get compliments. But Mr. Sensual it has that vibe, that dry down of Dior Homme. Not just like it, but it has that. It's that feel. But to me, it's warmer, it's more manly, and it's extremely sexy. So get it, man. EverettOvertonCollection.com, Mr. Sensual. The initial blast is going to wow you. Johnny Cage, that's my guy. What's good, bro? It's not she was never yours. It's only your turn. It's really he was never hers. It's her turn. Yeah, I said that in a speech. I said that years ago. I actually said that at my 21 convention speech back in the day, a couple years back. I even said that actually at the CME. And I've said that even in a video that I produced years before that I'll never understand dudes that say she's not yours, it's just your turn. See, that just shows me your mindset. You never had women worship you. You couldn't have had women worship you. You might have had women, but they never worshiped you on their own accord. Because if you had that and multiple women doing that, you would know that it's the other way around. Okay, it's the other way around. Shout out to you, Johnny Cage. Appreciate that 10. Yo, shout out to, looks like we might have to add you to the Hundo Club, bro. I think this is your second Hundo in about a week, if I'm not mistaken. Where we at? Let me try to get this on it. I don't know if it's showing or not. Hold up. Anyway, let me read this, man. Shout out to this guy, D. Coach EO is on point. It's about you. Create that energy and those around you will want to be down. I appreciate you, bro. It's true, man. Thank you, D. Much love and respect. We'll have to put you in the Hundo Club, man. This is your second one. Second one, I think, in a week. So, looks like I'll be on that champion game baller level. So, we'll have to put you in. All right, man. Let's continue. Hang on. There was something I said I was going to do with a client. And I didn't do it because I'll be honest with you, I forgot. Let me do it right now. It just occurred to me. Okay, shout out to this guy. I told him I was going to do something today, and it did slip my mind, but it reoccurred to me. So, okay, let's get going. Back to where I was. So we were here. She will happily be the breadwinner. Trust me, if you're one of those, if you're that dude, you've known a few women that have done this, and so and you'll and as long again though, she can't be making like 70. That ain't enough. I'm talking like 250 more or more. She's set, you know, she's cool. Money's not an issue. She's always making money. Then she's just like, keep digging me out, keep looking good, and she'll actually want to hide you. She'll actually rather keep you inside. You'll be in the bed, knocked out, no shirt on, and she'll be getting ready, and she'll be like, "You stay right there, champ. You stay right there." But again, if she's like 60, 65, she can't do that. She might want to, but she can't. But again, though, if you're the breadwinner, bro, you don't have to do absolutely anything you don't want to do. She will beat you to it, and she would rather you put your energy into the things you're best at and to the things you enjoy most. Next one. Big time secret. Hold on 1 second, guys. Pardon the delays. I actually have to keep a close eye on my dog here this morning. As many of you know, my dog is getting up there in age, and I have to keep a close eye on her. There was an episode this morning that I almost canceled the show, but I wanted to follow through and get it done. But I have to keep a close eye on her right now. She's good though. She's a little fighter. She's a champion for sure. There's just some age things, and gotta watch her closely. So thank you. All right. So we went here. A lot of women. A lot of women are not going to admit this. I will tell you there's two types of women. There's a woman that will tolerate this happening and may not be too enthusiastic about it, but she will understand, like, okay, I can't keep him to myself. If he wants to do something, he's going to do it. So there's two types of women. There's the woman that wants you to do what you want to do. And then there's the woman that doesn't really want it, but what's the alternative? Lose you and go back to mediocrity? Absolutely not. So she will pretend it's not happening. Okay? And you really don't want that woman. If you could avoid it, you really don't want that woman. You want the woman, as I told you, that wants you to focus on where you're best at and wants you to do what you want to do. Like, she wants you to do what you want to do. You don't think women are out there like that? They most certainly are. Now, they're not everywhere. Okay? They haven't met that dude yet. There's certain dynamics that must be in play that they're like perfect, like the perfect storm for this to happen. Okay? There's like certain things that must envelope each other, and it has to be like this perfect brew of elements for this woman to really be cool with it. And so I want to say this, that another secret, number 3, is that she wants to watch him have relations with another woman. As long as she's involved in the process every step of the way, this decision is made for 2 reasons. So let me repeat this. Another secret about women is that when you're that dude, I'm not talking about the average guy. We're not, again, women will be like, hell no. We're not talking about that. We're talking about that once in a lifetime dude that you won't be able to have again. Okay. You will want him to explore his options if he so desires. And you will feel much better if the guy's not lying to you and he just tells you, okay, cool, pick me out a girl. Pick me out, go get me a girl. She'll love that because she feels like there's a sense of control. Okay, she's not left in the dark, as I will allude to in the next scene, but she will want you to have another woman if you want another woman. Okay, she will want you to, as long as you're not lying and as long not that you inform her, but she knows anyway. She wants to go shopping for you and find you a different girl. Okay, example of this is she knows she can't keep you to herself. She knows this. Okay, whether she wants to admit it or not, she knows it intuitively. She knows it. Okay, so she gladly partakes in the selection of the woman. Okay, so like the two of you might go out, she goes and tries to hunt for you. Not hunt in a bad way, but she pulls the women for you. Okay, she makes that connect. She makes things comfortable. She starts talking to the woman. Everything seems normal. This is like normal for the two of you to kind of engage with a woman like this. It also takes a special kind of woman to partake in this. Not every woman would, but some women would. And the reason why she likes to be included is that it gives her a sense of control and she doesn't feel left in the dark, as I alluded to about 2 minutes ago. So she will go out. It'll be fun too. I want you to know that this won't be a drag. This will be something that the girl will look forward to. Here's why. She actually has a fetish. She actually has a fetish of this happening, and he was the right man to bring it out. So that's that perfect dynamic, as I talked about, that perfect storm, is that she always kind of had a fetish. She always wanted this to happen. Maybe she even wanted to be with a woman, maybe kiss a woman, be intimate with a woman, find women even beautiful and sexy. The woman I'm talking about. And so she always wanted this to some degree, but didn't have the right circumstances, right man, right situation to feel comfortable coming forth with this. And so this actually is an investigated fetish and an opportunity for her to live out that fetish with that dude. Okay? So I need you guys to understand this, that this is going on. All right? Women find other women to be very beautiful and actually attracted to them in more ways than one, but they don't know how to do it. They don't know, how to set it up. They don't know what it's going to be like afterwards. So in this particular situation, the woman is still all about the man. Okay, let me come back for a second, and I'm going to read some of these comments. Hello from Sweden. Shout out to you, bro. Oh, that's a girl. My bad. Shout out to you. Hello from Sweden. Where was I? Let me come back here. Hide that for a second. And let me come back to my slides. No. There we go. Okay, hold up. Okay, let me come out of there. Remember that your girl, your woman is still all about you. All about you. But she wants to see you with another woman. It's a fetish. She actually wants to see you with another woman. Sometimes she wants to watch another woman please you. Okay? YouTube chill. I can't go too far, man. But she actually wants to watch the woman do things to you. Okay? She does. She wants to watch it. It does something for her. It turns her on. But again, it has to be where it's not hidden, where she went shopping for the girl. The other woman agreed, of course. And it's not like in the dark where you're in some hotel room lying to her saying you're at work and you're really, that's not going to work. And that's some slimy shit. Okay. But I'm talking about where you're that dude and you guys are honest and open and the communication is forward about everything. And so she actually is like, let's go get you a woman tonight. And you guys prepare the scene. You guys go out, you find the right woman for the situation, and maybe and you guys go and enjoy that. And like I told you, she already had fantasies about being with a woman anyway. So this is like a safe way to do it. There, you're watching, you're supervising, and so this is what it is. This is what it is. Let me read a couple of these comments here. I'm just going back and forth to check a couple things. Okay. This guy right here has to be very careful moving forward. I've noticed some of his comments are leaning like, just be careful. I like you, but be careful, man, because I've observed some of your comments, and just be careful that you don't bring any insecurities to the conversation. If you would get tired of it, perfectly fine. But another man may never get tired of it, nor would the woman. Allow people to be what they want to be, and you say who you want to be, but be very careful with that. And I thank you for that. This girl hasn't been here for a minute. Let's see what she says. Shout out to her. Nobody but God deserves worship. I am worshiping no human being. Okay, then just leave. I understand. Just leave. Just go on ahead and leave. No problem. I respect how you feel. You shouldn't be here then. Adios, muchacha. If you continue to say such things like this during a conversation like this, clearly you're drawn to it. You clicked on it for a reason. So moderators, if there's any more disrespect or if this isn't for you, just leave. And that goes for a man or a woman. Just leave. You don't have to be here. Just bounce. Again, she got one more chance. Don't have any conversation with her. No reason. There's no reason to try to change her mind. She made her point. We'll respect her point. It's clearly not for you. So go ahead and just bounce. No. Understand this. Let me demonstrate something real quick. There's a comment section. And I have the ability to run it the way I want to run it. If you have a channel, you run it the way you want to run it. Okay. Clearly this broadcast is not for you. Okay. So you've made that known. We didn't delete anything you said. So go ahead and just leave. If she says anything else, remove her, please. If we have any dudes that come over here and express themselves, and this is not for them. Clearly their expression demonstrates that this is not for them. Cool. We will leave it, but you should be leaving then. If this is not for you, you shouldn't be staying. You should be leaving. And so even if a guy comes over, then he is to be removed. And I thank you. No harsh judgment. It is what it is. But if it's not for you, what the hell are you doing here? But the thing is, it must be for some of you, because if it wasn't for you, you would be gone. You know, when I watch something on the internet, if I see something and it doesn't resonate with me, or I disagree with it, I never think, boy, I sure should let them know it doesn't agree with me. You know what I do? I move right on from it. I just go, that's not for me. That's not for me. That's cool. It's for them, but it's not for me. I never think, you know what? I need to combat that somewhere. I need to leave some sort of comment, even though I have the ability to do it. I don't want to do it. Why? For what reason? It doesn't resonate with me. It doesn't reflect me. So therefore, I'm done with it. And I allow them to be what they need to be. And so I would like more men and women to be that way. Mr. Mabang, good to see you, bro. Salutations to you, coach, in the chat. Appreciate it, bro. Let's move forward. But I had to say that just because this is an open forum where there's a comment section, it doesn't mean that you should be here and that you'll be allowed to be here. Doesn't mean that. This is man or woman. I'm equal on it. You come over here with insecurities or, you know, express yourself once. You disagree. Cool. Hit the bricks, pal. We don't have to sit here and just let you be disruptive, okay? This is working for somebody. And this broadcast is for that somebody that it's working for. If it's not working for you, this broadcast is not for you. Hold on. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So we talked about this, we talked about this, we talked about this, we talked about her actually having a fetish and her being able to live out that fetish in a controlled way. And also, you know, her man could be satisfied. Now, clearly, if the two of them decide they don't want to do this anymore, they don't do it. But it's not because you have to stop, it's because you want to stop. Big difference. Real quick, I got a order that came through here from an annual client of mine, Mr. Dom, who just purchased Mr. Confident. Salute to you, man. You're really going to enjoy that, especially out there in the San Diego area with that weather that you have. Mr. Confident is going to light up them hallways you're walking down, bro, and them elevators you'll be in. So thank you so much to Dom. And he picked up a bottle of Mr. Confident. EverettOvertonCollection.com. Okay, so we did this. Let's move forward. Now, this is also something that may rub a lot of women the wrong way, but until you've actually experienced this, you won't know. She happily lets go of family and friends once she meets the man she truly wants. A woman won't tell you this, but they use you during downtime and like, if you ever notice a woman that meets a man that she really wants to be with, she don't call you no more, does she? You'll even find some soft dudes that'll be like, he went and got married and he doesn't know his friends anymore. Bro, why does he need to know you anymore? Like, there's something feminine about you. Like, if one of my boys gets married and I don't talk to him anymore, congratulations, bro. Go build a life with your wife, man. Why do I, a grown-ass man, need to keep talking to you? Like, if you're a man that like puts pressure on your boys to like see them, like, hey, how come you don't see us no more, bro? Like, why does he need to see you? What if he don't want to see you like that? Like, have you ever considered he don't want to spend time with you no more? He doesn't want to talk to you? Okay, have you ever considered that? Like, people do grow up. This isn't high school anymore. And so you do realize that the dynamic that you had with somebody in high school if it changes at 28, 29 years old and a woman meets a man that she's head over heels in love with and wants to be with him the majority of her time, why is she wrong to do that? There's like parents and friends that'll like frown upon the daughter because she now wants to build a life with a man. Why is that wrong? Maybe your marriage sucks. Maybe your marriage sucks. Maybe you picked a little simp ass husband and you can't believe that a woman will want to dedicate herself to a man like this. And so I want to say that to moms and friends and all this other bullshit. When a woman finds a man that she really wants to be with, she wants to dedicate herself to and build a life with, stop trying to be a little disruptive ass. That's all you're trying to do, is just trying to throw a monkey wrench in the program and pull her back to where you had her before. Okay? Let that woman live. She doesn't necessarily want to be friends with you the way she once did, the way that she once did. She doesn't want to be your daughter or your sister the way she once did. Okay? There's only so much time in a day. She doesn't want to do that anymore. Why are you trying to pressure her to do that? Be an adult and be responsible and say, yo, she found somebody she wanted to be with. Cool. Let her go build a life with that man. Because you don't like your husband that much, that's a problem for you. Shout out to this guy here, M for 17 for the 20. Thank you so much. And so I want to go back here. This isn't wrong what I'm telling you. This is what she wants. Let a woman who found a man she wants to be with go be with him and go make a life with him. Stop trying to disrupt that. Even like a mother and a daughter, like you can't have the same relationship you once had. She met a man she wants to be with. She's campaigning to be his wife. He loves her too. Like, okay, mom, you couldn't keep a man. Go sit your ass in a room somewhere and let your daughter move on. Like, friends need to do this too. Like, oh yeah, like here's another thing. If you're a woman who's found a man that you really want to be with, and you're lousy friends who can't keep a man, you got to get rid of them. Your relationship will never work if you don't get rid of them. I really do mean this. You should want to get rid of them. Like, yo, y'all are not going to fuck my shit up. I love this man. I want to be with this man. We had a nice run. I'll still care for you. Maybe every now and then we can talk, but it's not going to be like it once was, because I one time had a girl do this for me. Okay. And I've said this before. I met this girl, and after 1 week of us knowing each other, she came to me. I didn't ask. She came to me and she said, I just want to let you know that I was seeing a few guys before we met. It was casual, but I was seeing a couple guys. I reached out to them and told them that I met someone that I really, really want to be with, and it would be inappropriate for you to contact me again. And the guys understood. They didn't contact her again. And she came to me and said, you don't have to let go of your women. She told me this. You don't. If you got women, which I know you do, you don't have to get rid of them. I'm just letting you know that I'm in this. And I let go of anybody that could be a disruption to me being in this with you. She did it on her own. I didn't have to coerce her or have a conversation. She did it on her own, man. Those are chicks that get married. Those are chicks that will get married. For a chick that's trying to keep a dude in the background on some special message board or site or something like that, email, whatever, you are not going to be married. And you shouldn't be married. You don't like it, leave. It's the truth. You don't like it, leave. Doesn't matter to me. I'm being honest with you. So let me read this. She happily lets go of her family and friends that once she meets the man she truly wants, as she should. This isn't high school anymore. This isn't to say she has to let them go, but she simply doesn't desire their conversation or company like she once did. She'd rather serve and study her man. Okay? Now, if you have a problem with this, ladies, you never met that dude, okay? You were never able to keep that dude, okay? Or you never met him, or you haven't yet. But there are women out there, and it's nothing against family, nothing against She's growing up. She wants a husband. She wants to serve a man. Why is she wrong for doing that? Okay. The only women that have a problem with that, and the only people that have a problem with that, are women that never had a chance or blew their chance of doing that exact thing. Do you understand? I wish a dude would tell me, bro, I don't talk to you no more. Bro, what? Why do you need to talk to me like this? Dude, go make a life for yourself. Fuck you want to talk to a 43-year-old man for, bro? We are not in high school no more. I don't desire to talk to dudes all day long. What the fuck do I need to talk to a dude all day long for? For what? Go do something that you enjoy, man. We'll link up, maybe. If you offer me enough value, we'll link up. Just like I said, if you offer me value, you'll get my time. If you don't offer me value, you won't get my time. This goes for anybody. I want women to be very cool with, if you want to distance yourself from your family, from your friends, I'm not saying you have to let them go, but if the woman that's into a man will want to do it. It's not something you have to tell her, hey, get rid of that friend. She's just going to want to be with you. And naturally, the conversations that she once had, the behaviors that she once engaged in, partying, drinking, talking about the same old stupid shit, she's not going to want to do it, okay? She shouldn't want to do it. She's being elevated by a fucking champion somewhere. Why do you want to pull her back to some stupid shit? And if you were a smart woman, you would let them go. You can let them go with love. You don't have to let them go with an attitude. You let them go with love. You're not a true friend if you can't let your friend go, man. I don't care if I ever see another friend again. Like, let me just say this. I love my childhood friends. I've got a few. I love them. They're like brothers to me, but I don't care if I ever see them again. Part of that is I'm building a life that I'm in love with, so they don't have to be part of it. And in most cases, they don't even fit into it anyway. If they fit into it, then maybe, but they don't really fit into it. They're not a good match to who I am today. But that doesn't mean I don't still have love for my boys. But if I never see one of my male friends again, it would be perfectly fine. And if you don't feel like that, if you don't see it that way, I would challenge how well you're growing as a man, and if your priorities are truly changing. Shout out to Hero Neos. I like the name, man. I always like saying it. 20. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Shout out to those in Jamaica. If you have friends or family, let me say this to you. If you have friends or family that are like on you for not being as participative as was, chances are they don't like their lives. Okay? Because if they liked their lives, they would understand that you too like your life. And they'd be like, man, I get that, bro. Moving on, started a business, working, got himself a woman, working on a legacy, maybe getting some children in the mix. Like, that dude is happy, man. Why would he want to do some of this silly, stupid shit that we used to do? So only a man that's evolving would understand another man that's evolving. Or a mother that's evolving, or a father that's evolving would understand when their daughter's evolving, or son is evolving. But if you notice they want to pull you back to some stupid ass shit, or the previous dynamic, I guarantee you they're not happy about their situation. Guaranteed. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Hang on one second. As I said before, man, I gotta keep a close eye on my dog here. Okay, so this question right here, and I think she's truly lost in trying to learn, and it's not a disrespect, but like, you know when you're happy. You know when you're joyful with somebody. You know when it's right. Okay? You know when they're being sincere with you. You know when you're being sincere with them. You know when the communication is healthy. You know that the two of you trust one another. So really the focus should be not what the man is doing, but what the woman is doing. Because you'll never attract the man you want, or it's unlikely that you'll attract the man you want if you're not a match first to what they want. And so I appreciate that. And she came with respect. And I thank you for that. But I want to just answer that. Stop asking about what the man should be doing and start focusing on what you need to be doing. Just like the men need to stop caring about what women are doing. She's on social media. She's on OnlyFans. Why do you care? She's got 10 men. Why do you care? Care about what you're doing. Focus on what you're doing, how you're building yourself up, how you're securing a future. Okay? When you focus on you, the match to you will notice that in the world. You'll draw it to you. So if you're negative, not you, but generally speaking, if you're negative, you're counting on all the things that aren't working rather than focusing on the things that are working. You just keep, that's all you see. It's the equivalent if, like, let's say I went out today and bought a yellow Mustang. He wants a yellow Mustang. I wouldn't buy a yellow Mustang, but let's just say he did. Well, now if you notice, because your focus is on the yellow Mustang, then now you'll actually see other yellow Mustangs in town. But before you bought the yellow Mustang, you weren't really checking for it. Okay? You don't even see it really. And so, but you ever notice if you bought something, now you see other people with that shit? It's because now you're focused on it. And you're like, yo, I'm seeing this more often. It's because you're focused on it. But before you bought the yellow Mustang, or even knew if you wanted a yellow Mustang, that yellow Mustang would drive by, you would see it, but it's not really catching you like that. Okay? It's the same thing with attraction. Stop focusing on what the other person should be doing or what they would be doing, and focus on what woman you want to be or what kind of man you want to be. Most of the time, people are not putting in the work to become the person that they know they need to be in order to get the man or the woman that would be a match to them. That's the answer, and no other answer will ever be better than that answer. Never. Let me get back. You never have to ask that question again, and nor does another man have to ask that question again. The answer that's the answer, and that's always going to be the answer. It will be an exchange that is light. Let me say this too. It won't be heavy. It'll be light. Okay? It's like the two of you just work. It's a good fit. You're not trying to take something like a round shape and fit it into a square. That's when you know you're with the wrong person, and you're probably the wrong person yourself. It's like it'll just fit. You'll be ready, they'll be ready. You won't have to try to define it because it'll define itself. As a matter of fact, even trying to define it would be even difficult because there'd be so many different images and sensations that come with the thought of the man that you're with, or that woman that you're with. There'd be so many things to mention. Omni Roma. Appreciate my guy, man. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. I just started $100 from Omni Design Studio. Shout out to Coach EO. When a successful man values a woman, he will bring her into his world to enjoy and possibly build together. That is how he values a woman. Correct. He'll include you. He'll include you. He'll want to include you in the things that he's doing. But again, you won't even catch that dude if you're not thinking the right thoughts, if you're not performing the right actions in your life, if you haven't separated yourself from the past and got that monkey off your back, that ex that still haunts you. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. And this goes for men too. Shout out to Omni for that fantastic comment in that video. Or pardon me, I got a video for him. Let's celebrate Omni Roma, part of the Hundo Club. Appreciate you, man. That's what's up. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for all that you do here. Thank you. All right, let me continue, but I wanted to provide that. You guys gotta be careful who you watch too, man. You keep watching these same old content creators that you'll get sucked into that, man. That's all you'll see in the world. And then there's a woman that would be perfect for you, and you'll miss her because your focus is on that yellow Mustang. Okay, that yellow Mustang, your yellow Mustang, whatever that is. You got to be careful what you focus on. Focus is the most important thing. My focus is impeccable, and that's why I teach this. So again, we talked about the woman who will be happy to say goodbye to people that maybe she was just rolling with because there was nothing else. She was waiting. She was trying to manifest. Y'all better stop. Why you want to manifest things? I'm going to make another video on this manifestation stuff. Like I'm going to manifest a business. I'm going to manifest a husband. No, you're not. No, you're not. Stop all that denial and that cope shit. That's another but copes. You will always attract what you are. Always. So if your men suck, you suck. If your women suck, you suck. There's nothing more to that. If you're broke, always broke, there's something about you that is always acting in accordance with being broke. It's the way it is. Your results are a reflection of you, man or woman. So if all you see is nonsense, you are full of nonsense. Now, it's okay to see nonsense. I see both. I see beautiful things. I see ugly things. Okay? I see both. Well, in which direction I want to go is my choice. Number 5, women love being controlled by that man. Oh, shit. And here we go. But if you've never been this woman, and if you've never had that man, then you don't know what I'm talking about. So just stay quiet and listen, and hopefully one day maybe you'll experience what I'm talking about. She wants to be controlled by that man, not by force, by desire. And I'm going to explain why. Women are secretly, okay, understand this, despite what you see on the fake social media world, women are secretly, and not so secretly, annoyed and furious when they have to make decisions. I want you to know this right now. Women will say they want all the independent stuff, and they'll ride that wave for a little while. But at some point, they're going to be like, this ain't me. I don't want this. This is not making me happy. And so I want you to know this, that women are secretly, and not so secretly, annoyed and furious when they have to make decisions. It brings a woman freedom and peace when she's told exactly what to do. Now, if you're a woman out there that has a problem with this, you don't understand this. Just remain silent. You have not been here, or maybe you were there and you blew it. Something happened. But until you've been under, I'm going to use the word leadership instead of supervision. That would be the wrong word, but we do supervise as men. We supervise, okay? But until you've been under the leadership of a man that you are attracted to sexually and looks wise, in love with his passion in life, you're sold, okay? Then you want to be told, okay, baby, this is what we're doing over the weekend. We're going here. We're doing this. Wear this because, we want to be comfortable. We want to be able to walk fast. Whatever. Just take instructions. You want to be told what we're doing. Okay, we're going to some situation. I need your hair like this. I want you dressed like this. I love your hair like this. It'll be suitable for the situation. I'm going to be working the room. I want you to be pleasant to everybody. Walk around, say hello. I'll introduce you. Like, women love that. What women don't love is a dude that has no clue on what he wants or who he is. And so until this is some of the realest shit you'll ever hear. And so women won't say this until they actually get to the point where they're ecstatic and extremely happy and joyful about being with a man like this. Then she'll say, my man controls it all, and I love it that way. And so again, before I go to the next slide, I want to say this, that women are secretly, and not so secretly in some cases, annoyed and furious when they have to make decisions. And it brings a woman freedom and a sense of peace when she's told exactly what to do. Also, I want to say this, and due to societal pressures and how the shackles have been lifted, I want you to know this, that you know how the shackles have been lifted on women, right? Now they have opportunity to make more money. I'm not against that. I'm not against a woman having more opportunities. I'm certainly not against it. Okay, I don't have a problem with that at all. As a matter of fact, the more choice a woman has, at least in my view, you might think different. I would rather have a woman who has choice and options but choose me than have a woman who is restricted and she had to choose me. Let me repeat that. I'd rather have a woman want me that can have another guy if she wants to. She has opportunities at her disposal, but she doesn't want that. She makes the choice. I want him. I want this life. I want to be with him. I'd rather have that than a woman that was restricted due to social programming or societal norm, and she was forced into a situation similar to the 1950s, 1960s. A lot of those women went with men they didn't even want to be with. So I'm sure some went with men they wanted to be with, but a lot didn't. Otherwise, they'd be frowned upon or left out, and they might suffer. And so, really, if the beauty about today, and the not so beautiful truth to some men who have a problem with this, is that women are going to go with the men they really want today. And if they pick you, they really wanted you. Okay? Now, for a man that's on his shit, he knows she's with me because she wants to be with me, unless he's a simp. I'm talking about that guy, that dude. That's the beauty. I see the beauty in women having options today, is because if she's smart, now she could be a dumbass too. Too many options. She ruined all her opportunities, and she'll have to experience the consequences of that. But I'm talking about today's woman will be with you if they want to be with you. And if they don't want to be with you, they will not be with you. And I see beauty in that. I prefer it that way, actually. Let me get back to what I was saying. And due to societal pressures and how the shackles have been lifted, women are given opportunities. Okay? The shackles have been lifted for the most part. Women can choose. Okay? Understand this. There is a level within a woman. They are scared to say that they want the shackles of the man back. Okay? They're scared to say this. Not the shackles of the man they had to be with, but the shackles of the man they want to be with. I want to make sure I'm clear on that. Women want, but they can't say it because they'll be frowned upon. Okay? They'll be frowned upon by other women, feminists and all that bullshit, the stuff y'all talk about. I don't talk about that. I just see women, I see a man. That's all I see. Okay? Women low-key don't want all this responsibility, don't want to have to do all this hustle and be alone and all this shit. That's a cope and that's a lie, okay? They'd rather be shackled voluntarily on their own accord with the man they want to be with and say, control me. Tell me what to do. I trust you. I love you. I believe in you. Your vision is better than mine. You make safer choices. I don't want to make choices. Until you've met a woman like that, you'll never know what I'm talking about. Women secretly want men to lead. The problem is most men are not leading. So then what do they have to do? They have to go out there and try it. I will try to be a man and lead, and this might feel good sometimes, but I fucking hate it underneath. Somewhere underneath, I hate this shit. Guys, that's the end of the show. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Everything I said is the truth, man. Again, there's two types of people. There's a man and a woman that know exactly what I'm talking about. And they'll keep it real about it in the comment section, or they won't. And then there's dudes that don't know at all, and women that don't know at all what I'm talking about, and they'll try to say something in the comment section. Understand this. I don't have to let your comment be here. I don't have to let it. You want to leave a comment that's in opposition to what I said today? You want to do it respectfully? It'll be left up. You want to do it ignorantly, unintelligently? It won't be there. I'm letting you know I don't have to let you in here. I don't have to, even like this woman, talking for days. Just too much talking. You need to be listening. That's another thing. Men and women that don't know need to stop talking and start listening. You'll always know a person that's not going anywhere, that wants to continue to be heard when they don't know anything, man or woman. And so don't you take disrespect to it. I don't care, leave. But the truth is, if you don't know, or you're confused, or you need clarity, don't talk, listen. And then once you get that awareness, then maybe ask questions about it. You understand? These people over here just want to keep talking because they're not interested in the cure. They just want to keep being heard. That's the truth. I'm letting you know right now. Create your own channel if you want to be heard like that. Go kick some game elsewhere, or kick some so-called game elsewhere. I let people hear just like I do in my personal life, in my real life. In real life, I don't let nobody talk shit to me. I know what I kick is facts. I'm an experienced man. If you want to come to my comment section talking shit, you're gone. You don't deserve to be here. Plus, you're not achieving at the level I'm achieving. I know you're not achieving at the level I'm achieving. You don't deserve to talk. You don't deserve to talk. Achieve more than me, come talk to me. Usually the people that are achieving don't talk shit anyway. They may tell you the truth, but they're not going to talk shit. They're not going to hate. They're too busy achieving. It's the underachievers that want to talk. You understand? Let's get out of here. out to Vikram. Hold on real quick. Post-show announcement. Shout out to Vikram for the $2, man. Thank you as well. I think there was another dude that hit us up. If I miss you, I'll hit you up in the I'll hit you up in the comments. Yeah, with the timestamps. There was another dude. Fred Casillas, I think. Shout out to Fred. I think he sent us something. The show is over, guys. That was my last slide. I hope you did enjoy these 5 secret things that women feel but won't talk about. Some will, very few, but most will think it, want it, won't talk about it because of shame. They can't be themselves, man. And so we went over again. We talked about the sexual attraction component. We gave you some examples of sexual mania. We talked about this, the breadwinner. Her wanting to be that. She will be that. Or if you are, what she'll do. We also talked about having a blend. Having a blend here. We also talked about how she'll naturally want to, not because she desires to, but, well, it's because she desires to, but not because she's trying to discard them necessarily, but she wants a new life, and she's going to get that new life. And I told you who will have a problem with that. Unhappy people. I also talked about a secret desire of a woman wanting to be controlled by that man. She wants to be, and I told you why. And these are things that women feel and secretly want, but due to the societal pressures and shame, she won't reveal it. See you guys in the next show. Sometimes a harsh reality for women can be that God created the man to be who he imagined, not who she imagined. That's what's up. See you guys in the next show.